Good morning. In my morning devotions, I read the story of Stephen in Acts chapter 7, how he was one of the first martyrs of the faith, witnessed the gospel, told the whole story of salvation from the Bible to his own people who didn't want to hear it because it was new wine in their old wineskins of religious self-righteousness. And he was talking about a total sellout to God who sold out for us in Jesus Christ. And he confronted them. You know, when you listen to his sermon, if you read it out loud, it's like got a long story of salvation, but it's mostly law. He kind of finishes his talk, because they cut him off with, "You have stiff-necked hearts, and you've always killed the prophets, and your ancestors have, and you're the same way, and God's calling you to account." You actually don't even hear a sweet message of Jesus on the cross, but it had all happened in their community, and Jesus had died on the cross, and everyone knew that these were the followers of Jesus who said that he died on the cross for all of humanity. But that idea that Jesus was the Messiah and the Savior and everything, and you had to cash in all your views of yourself and of life and give them to God through Jesus Christ, that was foreign, just like it is today, to the human soul that's so bent on itself and being God. So they killed him. They silenced the voice. They felt like that was the only thing they could do to silence, and they're trying to stop this whole movement. They killed him. And it wasn't a fast death. It wasn't a lethal injection. It wasn't a bullet to the heart or the head. It was rocks. And it took a while. And so Stephen knows that he's being killed, and he's dying slowly at the hands of evil people who say they're doing God a favor. They're serving God. As far as he could see with his eyes, his life as it had changed in Jesus was becoming a total failure. But he didn't believe it was a failure because he knew he was planting the word in them. And he also knew this life on earth isn't everything. It's only the beginning. He knew he was safe. He knew he was forgiven. He knew he was loved. He knew that Christ was welcoming him into heaven. In fact, at that terrible time when all the rocks are hitting him and he's dying, he saw Jesus. And in seeing Jesus, he was strengthened to forgive. And that is amazing. If you have your eyes on the Redeemer, the Savior of all mankind, even when you are going through the worst hurt from enemies, you'll be filled with forgiveness. So when we're not filled with forgiveness, when we are vindictive or defensive or vengeful or wanting to practice justice, it's because our eyes are not on Jesus. It's amazing that he says this. As they're killing him, his last words are, "Lord, receive my spirit. Lord, do not hold this sin against them." Do not hold this sin against them. We are like feeling pitiful for Stephen while he's feeling merciful for his enemies. And he knows that hell awaits them if they don't come to faith. So he displays the grace that he was receiving and living in. He's living by it. I want that. I want what Stephen had. I want to forgive everyone, everything. I don't want to live in holding people accountable and living in the hurt. And I don't have to, and you don't have to. He releases us from that. He fills us with the grace and forgiveness that comes from the cross, and we can live by it. We don't have to keep dwelling on and going over and over and over in our head what people do against us or have done against us, which is diabolical. No, we go over and over and over and over again. Jesus on the cross. We have a big Jesus and a little bitty life. We can live that out. I bet not you or me get stoned today. I bet we might get hurt. We might get criticized. We might get ignored. We might have a problem with someone. Remember Stephen. He was not Jesus. He saw Jesus. And so he acted and was filled with the power of Jesus, love. None of us are going to be Jesus, but we can be like him in his power. And when I see a sinner like Stephen being killed by his enemies and still having a grace that comes from seeing Jesus, I want that, and today I believe I have it. Let's go out and try to live it. Today's a gift from God. Whatever you do with it is your gift back to him. Make it a great day for both of you.